Pass it to me. Come on, pass it. We're 1 point away from winning. Come on, I want to win. Come on, don't listen to them. I'm the best guy. You gotta pass to me. Dude, I failed gym, by the way. You know what? I'll just pass it. Dude, why did you pass it? We told you not to. I hate this game. I don't like sports. I'm not exactly a hater, but I don't exactly do them often. Heck, I don't even know much about any sport. Baseball, watching a baseball game just confuses me. And in Mario Baseball, I was obviously the worst one on the team. Basketball, never had an interest. Back in public school, the playground had this hoop and I would just try and get some buckets. Oh yeah! Yeah, I was terrible at it. But the thing that made me hate sports the most was PE. So welcome to a video about my least favorite class I ever did when I was in public school. PE. Let's first get into the stuff that I actually enjoyed about PE. PE had some fun games. One of my favorites that we did was a game where you would protect a cone. You would sit in a circle around it and there would be dodgeballs rolling around you that you could throw to the other cones. If your cone got knocked over, you're out. It was a really fun game and I got pretty into it. There's no messing around in this game. Bear! Another really fun game we played was Dumpster. I think that's what it's called, but whatever. We throw little beanbags into those, big walls that were, foam or something, I don't know. We would throw them across this wall, and some of the kids would be inside trying to throw them out. I think whichever side had the least won. One game that we played constantly during gym was hula hoop defense or something. I also don't remember what they called it. Basically, we would make one of those hula hoop houses with, 6 other hula hoops, and we would throw dodgeballs to the other side of the gym's houses. My number one favorite thing to do during gym were stations. Stations were the number one most common game in gym before I left. There was Yaddle Ball, or Hustle Ball, I don't remember what it's called. Dang, I'm really bad with these names. There was this Wii Avengers game where you did actions and stuff. It was pretty fun. Mainly just an excuse to play video games during school. Hula hoops? Yeah, they were super boring. Rock climbing? Yeah, I kind of just weighed that station out. My number one favorite station, though, was Angry Birds. What? It was very fun, and every time I got to that station, I would make the most of it. Basically, we would put these pig plushies on these wooden blocks or something, and then we would throw dodgeballs at them and make them knock down. So, real life Angry Bird. I think I've been saying too many good things about PE. Let's get into the stuff that made it literally awful. The worst thing about it was for the first 15 minutes or more of PE, we had to do warm-up. I hated warm-up. I got so tired of working that sometimes I would just stop, sit down, and it was awful. Sometimes it would be Just Dance, but without the Wii remotes. But I still didn't do it. Guess I'm just lazy. That is nothing compared to what we had to do in my old school. Instead of doing jumping jacks or something for 15 minutes, we would run laps around a massive track, and every time we did it, which was every gym class, I would go from running to walking in a few minutes. It really wasn't great. One thing about PE that I think almost everyone has done was the Fitness Gram Pacer Test. How our school did it was people would go in lines taking turns with a pool noodle. Yes, a pool noodle. One of the small ones, but still. And once the ding sound happens, we would run to the other side and go back in the line, blah blah. I think you know how this works. I'm pretty sure I've tripped at least once or twice during the test. And there are definitely many times where I've seen other people trip during this test. It did get really tiring for me a lot though, because I was just, I wasn't the fastest, and all the other kids were just super speedy, and I was just, and I was the kind of non-athletic kid. The number one best way to get out of gym class was being sick. I remember not feeling well, and the gym teacher gave me a note, and I went to the corner and just did little trivia cards whilst everyone else was working out. Yeah, it was a good day. I also remember reading a book instead of doing gym. Yeah, not feeling well was the best way to skip out on PE. So yeah, PE wasn't fun most of the time, but every now and then it was really fun. The lesson of the video? I don't really know. Get sick to skip out on gym, I guess. It was very fun, and every gym class that had it, I made the station the most fun. I made the most of it. That would have been better. Why did I say that? And every time I went to that station, I would make it the most. Why do I keep breathing before? It was very fun, and every time I got to this, I did it again. I keep breathing before. It's messing me up. It was very fun, and every time this is impossible. It was very fun, and every time I got to this, that sounds too boring. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped it. Ow! Ah! It was very fun. It was very fun. And every time I got to that station, I would make it the most of it. I am going to cancel this video. Dude, this is awful. I don't like this. This is why I breathe out. It was very fun, and every time I got to that station, I would make it so close. It was very fun, and every time I got to that station, I would make the most of it. I swear, if that is not good, oh my gosh, please. Finally!